Hello and welcome to our channel Saurabh Civil Service Classes. In previous video we have finished Company Rule Act from 1773 to 1858, and now today in this video we are going to learn Crown Rule from the 1858 to 1947. And inside the Crown Rule, five acts are enacted. That first is Government of Government of India Act 1858, and second is Indian Council Act. Inside this Indian Council Act, three acts are enacted. First act is Act of 1861. Second is the Act of 1892, and third is Act of 1909. And the third Crown Rule is Government of India Act of 1919. The fourth Crown Rule is Government of India Act of 1935. And fifth is, and this is last Ground Rule, and it was the Indian Independence Act 1947. And we have first discussed about the Government of India Act of 1858. So let's start Government of India Act of 1858. This significant act was enacted in the wake of revolt of 1857, also known as the First War of Independence or the Sepoy Mutiny. This act is also known as the Act of the Good Government of India, and abolished the East India Company and transferred the power of government, territory and revenue to the British Crown. The Act of 1858 was, however, largely confined to the improvement of the administrative machinery by which the Indian government was to be supervised and controlled in England. It did not alter in any substantial way the system of government that prevailed in India. So the assumption of power by the crown was one of formality rather than substance. It gave a decent burial to an already dead horse, that the company's administration. So the India was to be governed by and in the name of crown through a secretary of state and a council of 15. The initiative and the final decision was to be with the secretary of state. So look at the features of this act. Government of India Act of 1858 enacted in the Government of India Act of 1858 enacted in the wake of revolt of 1857, known as this act is also known as the Act for the Good Government of India. Now look at the features of this act. Features of the act are following. East India first feature is East India Company was abolished by this act. Second is Court of Directors and Board of Control were abolished by this act. The Governor General of India was designated as Viceroy of India. Viceroy was the direct representative of British Crown. Lord Canning was the first Viceroy of India. Office of the Office of the Secretary of State was formed. In this act, the one office in the new office created for the Secretary of State was formed, and 15-member council formed for assist this Secretary of State. The council was an advisory body. The Secretary of State was made the chairman of council, and it constituted the Secretary of State in council as a body corporate capable of suing and being sued in India and in England. So that's all about the features of this act. Thank you very much. Meet in next class. Have a good